Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Arman Pasha from New York, and I will be your moderator for today. On behalf of MCNA and YMJ, I would like to warmly welcome everyone to our last session of the summer series 2026 Financial Bootcamp. Before we set off on today's quest, let me tell you about some super cool programs we offer because the fun never stops at MCNA and YMJ. We offer Prime Time for Kids. Program. It's a free monthly program where we talk about fun and important topics like entrepreneurship, boredom, and time management. Sometimes we even have a prime time for parents too. MCNA also offers youth courses during the spring and fall. Our last program was Journey Around the Globe, in which we explored different Muslim countries around the world. We offer YMJ Book Club. We offer YMJ Book Club in the spring and fall. If you love reading and you're 11 to 13 years old, this is the place for you. Join us as we explore amazing books together. Please contact your local chapter for more details. Did you know that MCNA and YMJ has a nationwide children magazine called Companion? It is a magazine written by kids for kids. If you love writing, stories, drawing, and creating artwork or sharing your ideas, this is your chance to shine. The deadline to submit your entries is August 15th. For more information or to submit your work, please contact your local MCNA and YMJ chapters or just email us at companion@icna.org. We can't wait to see your amazing creativity, and who knows, your work could be featured in our next issue of Companion. We want to hear from you. Have feedback or ideas? Email us at mcna@icna.org or contact your local MCNA-YMJ chapter. MCNA-YMJ has many local chapters across the United States. For more information, visit our website and click the chapter locator at www.mcna.org. Stay connected and subscribe to our MCNA-YMJ YouTube channel to watch past programs and never miss a new. Here you can see a QR code on the screen. Please scan them to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates in the future. Are you able to scan? You can take a screenshot if that's easier to scan. Okay, I hope all you got it. Let's start today's program with a recitation of the Quran. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما كلا وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. Let me introduce you to today's guest speaker, Sister Ridtha Waqas. Sister Ridtha is currently studying electrical engineering at the College of New Jersey. During high school, she was actively involved in the Future Business Leaders of America, where she discovered her passion for business and finance, and competed in the state level. She currently serves as a YM Cherry Hill coordinator, and has been volunteering at Sunday school for the past 5 years. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Sister Ridtha Waqas.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to our fourth and last session. Before we talk about what we're going to learn this week, let's rewind and look back at last week. Last week we learned about entrepreneurship, profits, revenue and expenses, Islamic business ethics, and creating your own business. We actually created our own business, but having a great business is only the beginning. Today we're going to learn how to actually get people interested in your business and how you can grow it. Today we'll be learning about marketing, competitors, and investing. By the end of today, you'll understand how businesses can grow and how you can make smarter decisions with your money. The first topic is marketing. Now, what is marketing? Marketing is the activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. It lets people know about your product or service and shows them why they might need or want it. Okay. Businesses use marketing to get people's attention, show what they sell, explain why their products are useful, build relationships with customers, and encourage people to buy. Marketing isn't just about saying, buy my product. It's about showing people, here's what I have, here's how I can help you, and here's why you might like it. Now let's have an example. You are starting a lemonade stand and you sell lemonade, but no one comes to your lemonade stand. Why is that? Everyone drop an answer in the chat. I'm seeing you have to advertise. That's actually correct. You forgot to market it. I know it can be sad when we work really hard and no one shows up, but we have to use the entrepreneurship skill we learned last session and see where we went wrong. And the problem here is simple. Nobody knows that you were there and selling lemonade. You could have the best lemonade in the entire neighborhood, but if you didn't tell anyone, how are they supposed to know and how are they going to show up? So the first step of marketing is knowing your audience. How do I know who my audience is? Your audience will be someone who needs or wants what you sell. I have another example. Take the lemonade stand. Your audience will be people who enjoy lemonade, who want a drink to cool off, and it might be mainly kids or adults. Now on the other hand, let's say there's a pizza business, and their audience will be people who are hungry for a meal. It could be lunch, it could be dinner, and it generally would be older people since pizza can be a little bit more expensive. Now, a question for you guys again. Do you think someone will want to drink lemonade as dinner? Drop your answer in the chat. No, that's right. They're looking for the pizza place. Now, what if someone was really thirsty? Would they want some pizza? No. They're looking for the lemonade stand. This example shows us that different businesses have different customers. If you know your customer, you will be able to set up your business better. So now that we know who to market to, how are we going to do it? There are different ways to market. Some of which are posting on social media, like on Instagram or Facebook or even YouTube like you guys are watching right now, putting up posters and flyers. This can be done at your masjid, a grocery store, or in front of people's home, or anywhere with a general wall. You just have to remember to ask before you put something on someone else's property. You can do word of mouth. This can mean mentioning your business or what you're selling to your friends, family, or any person you see while you're walking, or even after a Jummah khutbah. Now, I would only recommend this if your business idea relates to the masjid or the Muslim community. And if it doesn't, you can just wait until people are done Jummah and are starting to leave the masjid and then tell them about your business. Before we move on, let me ask you guys one question. Who remembers what the Prophet ﷺ taught us? I have a hint, and it was a characteristic he had when he did business, and we learned about it last class. Everyone could put their answer in the chat. Okay, since nobody was here last class and you don't remember, the answer is, he taught us to be honest and truthful. Last week we learned the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was known as As-Sadiq, the truthful, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy. This teaches us that when we run a business, we should never lie or trick people just to make a sale. Now remember, this relates to that we just learned to market. When we market, we want to make sure that we're honest and truthful. In the Quran, Allah also says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, أوفوا الكيل ولا تكونوا من المخسرين وزنوا بالقسطاس المستقيم ولا تبخسوا الناس أشياءهم ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. Give full measure and do not be of those who cause loss, and weigh with an even balance, and do not deprive people of their due, and do not commit abuse on earth, spreading corruption. So these ayahs are talking about a time during the Quraysh where some merchants would cheat people when measuring or weighing things. For example, let's say I'm buying lemons for my lemonade stand back in the day, and I want exactly 1 pound of lemons. But the seller secretly gives me only 1/2 of a pound, but charges me for the full pound. So let's say the full pound was $3, but he only gave me half, so now I have less lemons and I still had to pay more. I didn't get what I paid for, and Allah teaches us that this is not fair. When we're doing business, we should give people what we promised them and never try to take advantage of them. Islam is teaching us here to give fair prices, give customers what they paid for, be truthful about our projects, not to hide problems or defects, and not to use advertisement to trick people. So now that we know how to market, let's talk about competition. What is competition? I know we've probably heard competition when we're playing sports or when we're playing a game, but competition is in business too. It's the rivalry between companies that sell similar products or target the same customers. Now, for an example, imagine you open a lemonade stand, but there are 3 other lemonade stands on the same street. So you look to your left and your neighbor also has a lemonade stand. And then you look to your right and your neighbor has another lemonade stand. And then you look at the house in front of you and there's another lemonade stand. This is competition. So obviously we're going to be competing with our competitors. But we need to remember to compete fairly. Just because everyone on my street is selling the same lemonade as I do does not mean I can spread rumors about how their lemonade isn't as good as mine, or it's bad, or it's rotten. I can't lie about their business and make things up, and I can't try to ruin their sales. This will show my bad character and goes against what Islam teaches us. It also shows that I'm insecure, and instead of focusing on what I can do to help my business and trusting in Allah, I'm tearing someone else down. And that is a quality of shaitan. So how can I compete fairly? You can compete fairly by focusing on improving your business. Some things you can work on are making your lemonade unique, improving your packaging, making it more colorful, offering different flavors like strawberry lemonade, blueberry lemonade, providing great customer service, being really nice, reaching out after, giving customers an extra ice, and remember to advertise honestly. Always try to make your business unique and stand out from your competitors, because that always wins rather than making them look bad. So now that we've learned how to get customers, how to market honestly, and how to compete fairly, let's say that our business starts to do really well and you make a profit. But what should you do with that money? You can spend it, or you can save it, or you could potentially invest it. And that is going to be our final topic for today, investing. Now, what is investing? Investing is putting your money, time, or effort into something with the hope that it will grow and give you money back in the future. Now, I know investing kind of sounds a lot like savings when we learned it in the second class. However, they're very different. Savings is protecting your money and having it available whenever you need it. It can mean keeping money for later, lower risk, good for short-term goals, and easier to access or take money out of. Investing is more like putting money into something with the goal of growing your money over time. It can mean trying to grow money, it can have more risk, and it's often used for more long-term goals. Its value can also go up or it can go down. So what can I invest in? Some things that we can invest in are stocks, real estate, and yourself. Let's go deeper and look at each one in detail. First up, we have stocks. Stocks represent a small ownership share in a company. An example of this can be, my friend buys a stock of my lemonade stand. So they pay me $10 and they're buying a share of my lemonade stand. Now, what does this mean? That means now I have $10. I can use this $10 for whatever I want. I can buy more lemonades, buy more supplies, fix repairs. But now every time that I make money from selling my lemonade, some of it is going to go to her. And every time I lose money, like say I have more expenses than I have income, she would lose money too. This can also be applied to big businesses like Sony, Apple, ShopRite, and so much more stores. The only thing is that stocks are only available for people above 18, especially bigger corporate stocks. So if you are interested in opening a stock account, you will need to ask your parent or guardian for help. Another thing you can invest in is real estate. Real estate is people investing in property, such as houses, apartments, or commercial buildings. An example of this could be buying an Airbnb. For those of you who might not know, an Airbnb is a home that people rent when they go on vacation. So if I own an Airbnb and someone stays, I put it up on the Airbnb website and somebody stays there. Now they pay rent and I get money for the couple of days that they're on vacation. So now I have income. But if something breaks, then I have to use that money to fix it, buy new things for the Airbnb, and I could lose money. So you can see that in real estate, gaining and losing money applies to it too. And finally, investing in yourself. This is really important. Investing in yourself can mean doing different things and learning new skills, like doing art, learning how to code, financial knowledge, and really importantly, sports and fitness skills. There's a lot more you can do, but the main three is focusing on physical activity and mental activities to make sure your brain is sharp and your body is sharp. These are a few of many that will keep your mind sharp, your body healthy, and make sure you are aware of what's going on around you. And a question to think about when you don't want to do this, or you're like, this isn't that important, is if you aren't healthy, who's running your business? If you physically can't get out of bed because you're sick, or like you don't exercise enough, so now you're getting really old, how are you going to get up and go work on your business? If your mind isn't sharp and you're not thinking of new things creatively, your competitors are going to win. So how are you going to run your business? So it's a really important thing that everyone should think about. Now, another question is, why do people invest? So we know investing comes with risk, and risk is scary sometimes. We just learned your money can either grow, so you can get a lot of money, or it can shrink. You can lose some money. So why invest at all? Because many people are willing to accept the risk that comes with investing because they look at the long term. And the long term isn't like in the next year, in the next couple of months. Long term can mean the next 5 to 10 years. You keep consistently investing in something, and then you look at it. Because there are times in the economy where good things will happen and your money will go up. And then there's times in the economy where bad things will happen and your money will go down. But if you look at it from a perspective of 5 to 10 years, it will look a lot better than if you look at it right now. Or if I invested in something and I looked at it tomorrow. So if something good happens and you invest your money, it will increase. However, if something bad happens in the market, your money will decrease. Another reminder is that you have to remember not to put all your money into one investment. Keep your investments diverse. I don't want all my money in just one stock. I would like it in a little bit of different stocks. Maybe I'll buy some of Sony because the new Spider-Man movie just came out and I know the stock will go up. Or I invest in my own lemonade stand because I know that it's summer and people will want some lemonade. Or I just invest in myself and I learn a new skill that will benefit my health so I can continue investing in my company and what I'm doing. You want to keep it diverse. That way, let's say I only buy stocks. I only have one stock and that stock is Apple. If Apple fails, all my money's gone. I'm not going to get it back. Maybe if they go back, I'll get a little bit back, but I won't get it all back. That's why it's really important to make sure your money is, when you invest, you have a diverse portfolio so you don't lose all of your money. So now we have to look through a perspective of Islamic investing. Investing isn't bad, it's encouraged. However, there's some things we need to be careful of, and that is investing in gambling, investing in something that has interest, investing in haram products or services such as alcohol, and investing in something that is fraud or is deceiving people. Allah does not like it when we make money through haram means. Sometimes we might think we need a lot of money to keep up with all of our expenses, and it feels like there's no way out. But if you trust in Allah, Allah will make a way. So I know today was a shorter lesson, but it was just as important. We learned that growing a business takes more than just a good idea. We need to understand our customers, market our business honestly, and compete fairly. As Muslims, we should always remember that how we earn, spend, and grow our money matters. And I have a final message since today is also our last class. I want to leave you guys with one last thing. Over these past 4 sessions, you haven't just learned how to start a business. You learned how to use money managing skills for the rest of your life. Now, you don't have to start a business tomorrow. You don't have to become an investor today. But you can start practicing good financial habits today. You should be thoughtful with your money, be honest with each other, and always keep learning. Remember that success isn't just about how much money you have, it's about how you earn it, how you can use it, and how you benefit others. Jazakallah khairan for everyone for being part of these 4 sessions, whether you attended all or whether you attended some. I hope you learned something useful and had fun, and most importantly, that you take these lessons with you as you grow. May Allah bless you all with beneficial knowledge, halal income, wisdom, and your money and success in this life and the hereafter. Ameen. Now I have our final booklet, which is just about this lesson. It's not about the all four. Just give me a second. I'm going to share my screen again. As a final question for everyone, is there anyone that has a preference of which one they want to play today? Whoever messages first, that's the one we're going to be playing. Cyber, gotcha. Right. Oops. Apologize. Okay. Okay, I'll wait until 7:30 to start. Okay, I think we can start now. Just a reminder, if anyone wants to join and we've started, the code is right here. Congrats to all the Bootcamp players. Inshallah, this is the end for me. I don't know if the moderator or has anything else to add.
Jazakallah, Sister Ridtha. Just a couple of quick reminders. If you've missed our last sessions in the series, don't worry, you can watch the recordings on MCNA's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Feel free to share it with your friends and family. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Wait, no, sorry. Jazakallah khair, everyone. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الأسر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.